Hello again, my friends, my fellow modelers. I'd like to welcome you to another video, and this is going to be pretty cool. I've shown you things on this channel before that were pretty rare, and when it comes to ships, I've shown you the Ideal Toy Corporation, the SS United States, and I'm actually going to redo that video so it's in high definition and it's a better quality than it originally portrayed. What I want to talk to you guys today about, I've done a video on the SS France, and this is from the Ideal Toy Corporation. I also did the instructions because I was able to get the instructions as well as the welcome letter. Well, my friends, what I want to show you guys today is the actual kit that I got in its box and everything of the SS France from the Ideal Toy Corporation for this kit. So I am ecstatic to show this to you guys. We're going to open it up for the first time, and I'm going to show you this model kit, how it looked when you got it brand new in the box. Okay, my friends, I present to you the SS France. Let me see if I can widen the shot a little bit more. And this is from the Ideal Toy Corporation. You can see the French line, the SS United States, and look at this beautiful lady. I did do a history on the SS France, and she was a different, she went by 3 different names. She was a cruise ship at one point, and then she ended up, sadly, as the Blue Lady before she was sadly scrapped. But this is a beautiful, beautiful ship. The world's largest and longest superliner, authentic model authorized by the French line. Features 24 3/4 inches, one-piece hull display pedestals, 124 parts molded in black and white plastic, 2 winged funnels, 3 anchors, 4 propellers, 2 launches, 20 lifeboats, 2 whale boats, detailed masts, king posts, and superstructure. And I like how she has the different kind of the smokestacks with the wings, almost like the United States had with the smokestacks that really stick out. You can see the beautiful illustration of the ship. Let's see if I can show you the side of the box. Let's do it this way. You can see the Ideal Toy Corporation finished model, giant, 24 3/4 inches. And it's got some information on the side of the box. So let's go ahead and, I mean, there's all kinds of tape all wrapped up it. I don't know if that was by the seller. It didn't seem like that in the pictures. This ITC hobby kit is an authentic model of the SS France, the world's longest and most luxurious superliner. The France cost $80 million and cruising at a speed of 30 knots or more. She can cross the Atlantic in 4 to 5 days. The ship can carry 2,044 passengers, in first and tourist classes. Both classes enjoy the most modern accommodations, including air conditioning, swimming pools, libraries, shops, gymnasiums, and a teen lounge. The 664-seat theater is the largest afloat. The France's distinctive winged funnels deflect exhaust and soot away from her decks, and stabilizer fins below the waterline cut the roll to a minimum to aid passenger comfort. Let's see. Twin engine rooms containing 4 turbines supply 160,000 horsepower during this would drive 4 18-foot propellers. Enough fuel for a North Atlantic round trip can be carried. Seawater is distilled for use in the 8 boilers. The France contains 20 lifeboats, 2 launches, and 2 whaleboats. Their capacity is greater than total number of passengers and crew carried. The liner measures 1,035 feet long. The beam is 100 and I don't know if that's 11 feet. Gross tonnage is 66,000 tons. And she was built at I'm not sure how to pronounce that, the shipyard, Saint Nazaire, France. Her keel was laid October 7th of 1957, and she was launched May 11th of 1960. Her maiden voyage started on February 3rd, 1962 from Le Havre and ended in New York City. Viva la France. You can see this is from 1963, the Ideal Toy Corporation. The ends of the box, you can see the illustration of the ship, the model, and you can see the newest and longest SUPERLINER, authentic model, authenticated by the French lines. Let's see if both ends of the box are the same. They look pretty much the same on both ends. So let me show you the other side of the box, and again, we'll do the kind of a long, try to get it in frame for you guys. The signal flags. Each signal flag corresponds to the letter of the alphabet and is a dot-dash code sign. They are used for sending visual messages from ship to ship or ship to shore. In addition to the alphabet code meanings, each flag has a special purpose message meaning, such as A signifies I am undergoing speed trials, or 0 for man overboard. You can see SS United States, Ideal Toy Corporation. Alright, so I'm just dying to open this up to show you guys. Okay, so let's check this out. Alright, opening it up, you can see the box is unusually heavy. What the? I don't know what this is. It looks like the seller put all kinds of tape all over the inside of the box and put these inserts in. I don't know if this was to try to keep it from being crushed. This should have went on the outside of the box. I don't know what this is all about. This is not something I would have done. And there's no way to get it off without tearing the box. This is, oh man, this is freaking horrible. All right, let's put this aside and we'll see what we got. Okay, first thing I notice is we got a bag of parts, and this is open. And let's see, it looks like the brace for the what the superstructure is going to go on. We'll find out in the instructions. Let's see, it looks like we have the lifeboats. Look at that. And this is in, I can't see the scale. I want to say 1/450 scale, but I'll put it up. You see the lifeboats. And this is from 1963, so there's a little bit of yellowing. The other tree is the same thing. We got the lifeboats. Let me try to get this. This is so heavy because of the cardboard inserts taped into the cover. I can't believe that the person thought that was a good idea. All right, look at, now we have the superstructure. I think this is where the bridge is going to go. The spots for the funnels, you can see the life rafts on top. And this will be lightable, which of course we're going to light her up. And there's one thing left in here. I think this is the stern. And this is the movie theater that they were talking about on the box. Absolutely huge and beautiful. Is that everything in the bag? Okay, that's everything in the bag. So what I want to do is I want to gently put everything back in. Oh man. Well, that's horrible looking. This model didn't say it, the seller didn't state that it was started already. And you can see the green kind of decking where they were trying to go for. That was an awful paint job. Let's check out the hull. Oh, there's something in here. Oh, I see what these are. These are the propeller shafts. So we have 4 propeller shafts. Let's take a look at the hull. You can see where the propeller shafts are going to be coming out of. And this is molded in black plastic, and look, someone actually, oh man, someone started this as well. All right. Well, this isn't as in the condition that I was led to believe it would be. All right, and you can see the hull. Let's look at her starboard side. And what we'll do is we'll open up all the windows. And I know what they used to do in a day with these is they would just put the white paint on the portholes, but those of you that like my channel, you know we're not going to do that. We're going to light her up. All right, so that's the hull. Let's see, and of course the piece that's been started. All right, we got another bag. Look at the little whale boats. And there, it looks like there's some stuff in there. All right, let's take a look at these trees. All right. Oh, looks like so what if right off the bat you can see one of the pedestals, and what this is going to do, and let me get the other one out. Let's get this piece out of here. Let me show you guys how it's going to go. This is going to go right into the holes like this. And that's how she's going to be displayed. Just like that. Alright, let's put these aside. And now let me show you the tree that I had wanted to show you. Look at, you can see the promenade deck. I think this is the front. And again, we're going to light it all up, and she's going to be beautiful. And it looks like this is the mast right here. And let's see, what are these? I'm not quite sure. I think these are the little wings that are going to go on either side of the bridge. Looks like we have the cargo hatch covers. Nice, and look at the little boats. Some pretty good little detailing in that. And of course, we have the it's backwards. We got the name of the ship, the France. Of course, she would later be going on to be the SS Norway. That's when she was a cruise ship, and then later on the Blue Lady. But you can see the France, and you can see how they were right on the side of the ship. What else we got in here? It looks like we have the other side. I'm not quite sure what this could be. Or the promenade, or part of the superstructure. And we have more of the intricate parts on this tree. You can see we got a couple of more of the lifeboats attached. I gotta be careful, I don't want to break any of these pieces off. You can see the antennas, and let's see, they could be cranes. Or the king posts. Yeah, these could be the king posts right here in the crane, and you can see there are a couple of little vents that are going to go along on the deck. And it looks like we have a couple of ladders. All right, let's see what else we got. This is the other side of the promenade, and we're going to open up all these little holes. We're going to light the portholes, and okay, over here we have the bridge. Let's see, do I have that upside down? Nope, that's right. So the bridge, and again, it's going to be beautiful. We're going to light it up. And this is what I had wanted to see. There are a couple of things over here. There are a bunch of little pieces I could be careful for. And this could be the decal sheet. Hopefully you can see that. The France from Le Havre. I'll put that right back in. And these tiny little pieces, I'll show you guys what they are before I put them back into the bag. See all those little pieces? I think these are little, they could be winches, little things like that. And like I said, I don't want to get them lost, so we're going to put them right back into the bag. All right, and what do we got here? Nice, we got the rigging. So let's open this up to show you guys. I love it when they have the rigging. You can see it's almost like a nylon, but it's very brittle. From 1963, I don't want to push my luck. So if we can't use it, then we'll use a different thread for the rigging. But that's a nice little touch that they have the rigging. Let's put that back into the bag, and let's put all these pieces back in so we don't get them lost. We have the parts tree that's in red. Go ahead and show this to you guys. And it looks like we have the flags in here, so let me just take everything out and show you guys the flags. And these, I think these are the wet and stick. We'll moisten them. And we have the United States and we have the France. Let's see the parts tree, what's loose. We got one of the funnels. And of course they're molded in red. And we'll paint the tops black. You can see they're in two halves. Hopefully you can see that. How they're gonna go together, and then we'll put them on top. And the propellers. So we've got two. Well, they're actually all four-bladed. You can see the two outer ones look a little bit larger than the ones that are going to go in the middle. And we have a few other pieces. I'm not quite sure if that's the anchor. I don't know if they would put that in red. And you can see the housing for the propeller shafts. Let me show you. They're going to go on the bottom of the hull. They're going to go like that. Oh, I got it the wrong way. They're going to go like that. And of course we'll paint these. Let's put the hull aside. And is that everything in the bag? Yep, that's everything. So let's put that in. I don't want nothing to happen to this. All right, so that's the red tree. What else we got? We got the instruction sheet. I'm going to put this aside for a minute, and let's see if there's anything in here. I think this was just fill, and the seller duct taped all of this stuff into place so we can't see what's behind it. I don't think there's anything underneath. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in there. But due to the rarity of this kit, this box, it's not in the best shape, but you never see this kit available with the box and everything. And it's so disappointing that the seller just put tape everywhere. It can't be taken off without damaging the cardboard. So let's check out the instructions. And look at that, huh? She's beautiful. The Superliner SS France is the world's longest and most luxurious passenger ship. The French line, Snowboat of the Seas, was built at the cost of $80 million and entered the North Atlantic service in February of 1962. Cruising at 30 knots or more, she can cross New York to Le Havre in 4 to 5 days. The France represents the ultimate in ocean liners. since it features the newest and best innovations in style, interior appointments, marine design, and engineering. The ship can carry a total of 2,044 passengers in plush comfort. There are just two classes, first and tourist. Nearly 2/3 of the accommodations are for tourist class. Each class boasts its own full promenade, the promenade deck, and separate swimming pool. The ship is completely air-conditioned and has a 664-seat theater, the largest afloat. There are 8 bars, more than any other ship, so it's a happy, happy place. 69-foot tourist main lounge bar is the longest afloat. The largest dining room can seat over 800 people, and of course, the finest French cuisine and wine are served. The hospital is the largest on ship. 22 automatic elevators serve 11 decks, and there is nearly a mile of open and enclosed decks for strolling, sports, or relaxing. A special hold has a capacity for 100 cars. The liner's most distinctive features, her twin-winged funnels, were designed for the passenger's comfort in mind. 65-foot wingspan have exhaust ports at the tips, and the funnels contain soot baffles and adjustable smoke deflectors. The exhaust is driven out on the side toward the wind, and wind over the wings lifts the gases upwards and away from the decks. Another aid to passenger comfort are the 4 retractable stabilizer fins extending from the hull sides below the waterline. Each one is 90 square feet and has machinery which changes its angle with the hull to counteract the roll of the ship. These hinge blades can thus reduce the sea-sickening 20-degree roll to a mere 3 degrees, so that's pretty cool. The France follows latest design trends by utilizing light alloys, glass, and plastics throughout the ship as a fire precaution. The only places on the entire ship where wood is used are the stern decks. The fine hull lines of the France do not have a single flat plate. A sleek skin is welded, not riveted, and lower horsepower requirements than her designers calculated. An important safety feature built into the France is designed to keep her afloat and maneuverable, even with several compartments flooded. Her power plant is divided into twin independent engine room compartments, each driving 2 propellers, and serves as the electric power plant. This feature is found in all warships, but is rare in a merchant marine. With hull undamaged and only 1 engine room operating, the France can maintain 23 knots due to her large reserve of power. And again, I wonder if she was also going to be, in the event of war, if she could be converted into a transport ship or something like that. Both engine rooms together produce 160,000 horsepower. 8 boilers serve 4 turbines. The turbines turn the 4 propeller shafts through 18-in-1 reduction gearboxes. Shaft speed is low. It cruises about 150 RPM due to the efficient high-pitch 18-foot diameter propellers. The France can carry 9,000 tons of fuel oil. Wow. Enough for a North Atlantic round trip. No fresh water for the boilers is carried, since she can distill seawater at a rate of 1,400 tons a day. This system permits the greater fuel load to be carried. The France carries 20 standard lifeboats, 2 cabin launches, and 2 whaleboats, which have the total capacity for 3,410 people, greater than the combined passenger and total crew. The France was built at Penhaut Shipyard, Saint-Nazaire, France. Her keel was laid on October 7th of 1957, and she was launched on May 11th of 1960. And it shows her specifications. She was 1,035 feet long. Her beam was 110 feet. She was 60,000 gross tons and had 12 decks. 160,000 horsepower. Now think about that number. The Titanic had 30,000 horsepower. In this ship, she's got 160,000 horsepower. That's just amazing. And she's nearly over 200 feet longer than Titanic. Her top speed could be 30 knots or over. She had 2,044 passenger capacity and a crew of 1,100, and she was propelled by 4 steam turbine engines. So this is an amazing lady. We have the general instructions. The SS France is a precision-engineered model kit. You should carefully read through the assembly instructions. You will thoroughly understand them before starting to assemble the model. We use care during assembly and follow the step-by-step instructions. To complete this model, you will need the following: the polystyrene cement. Do not use any other type of cement. Single-edge razor blade or a sharp knife to remove the excess plastic from the parts tree. A rag to remove excess cement from your hands, small tweezers, masking tape, and brushes and enamel paints. We'll see the painting tips. All plastic parts have an identifying number stamped either directly on a piece or a bar near the piece, or a small tab which must be removed, connected to the piece. This number corresponds to the number in the assembly drawing. Remove any burrs or flash from the parts before assembly. Position each piece first to determine the fit and cementing the surfaces. Apply cement sparingly to allow all surfaces to dry thoroughly. Too much cement will distort the parts. I've learned that the hard way over the years doing my AMT enterprise. Place contents of the plastic bags in box cover to avoid losing small parts. Above all, do not attempt to rush the model to completion. Care and patience will result in a model you will be proud of. So let's go to the painting tips. Use only paint or enamel made for plastics. Paint details with a small pointed brush. A round flat brush about 1/2 inch wide should be used for painting large areas such as the hull. The smoothest paint job can be obtained by using spray can enamels. We'll use the paint gun. Carefully cover areas not to be painted with masking tape. Wipe parts clean and blow or brush dust from the parts before spraying. Of course, we're going to wash all the parts in warm soapy water. Most parts should be painted before assembly. Let the paint dry thoroughly before the handling and scrape the paint in the areas to be cemented, as paint prevents cement from holding well. And then we have the painting instructions. Follow these instructions to finish your model France in authentic colors. You will need the following colors: silver, gold, glossy black, flat orange, dark flat red, flat tan, and flat green. Step 1 would be the foredeck hatch. The area would be green. The hull below the waterline would be dark red. The rudder would be dark red. Propellers would be gold, and the shaft housings and struts dark red. Step 4, the radar antenna mast would be white with silver knobs. Lower funnels, the red. The upper funnels are black. The France sign is silver. The deck's green, the ladders are silver, and the life rafts orange. Kind of like another similarity between the SS United States is the green decking. On the afterdeck, the stern only should be tan with silver ladders and silver pool skylight. Bridge wings, tan decks with silver ladders, lifeboats, whaleboats, orange covers, cabin launch, orange deck, the boat decks are green. In step 9, the anchors will be black, the pedestals will be gold, stabilizers and the bilge keels will be dark red. And with that, we move on to step 1. And you can see it says do not paint. So, and this area is going to be green, and you can see the I'm not going to really rag on their paint job only because it could have been a little kid doing it. So, but anyway, this model kit did not say it was start, and there was no pictures of the parts that were painted. Apply cement carefully. Fit piece into position to determine the fit and cementing surfaces, and you can see this is step 1. Cement the forecastle to the hull, and then cement the outboard, port, inboard, starboard, outboard, starboard, inboard shaft housings. You can see everything that's going to go in. So they actually go in from the inside. And what is this part? This is the washer that's going to go for the rudder. So that's pretty basic, the first step. Going on to step 2, we're going to do the shafts for the propellers into the propeller shaft housings under the ship. And you see painting it all dark red and gold for the propellers themselves. We have step 3, and you can see the cargo hatches are going to go on. The cargo hatches 15, 16, 17 into position on the foredeck. And then You can see the superstructures, or I'm thinking the promenade must be positioned as far forward as possible. And then you can see cement the starboard superstructure side to the foredeck. So both sides. Step 4, it looks like we have the funnels that are going to be assembled. You can see France, the lines that are going to go on. A friend of mine, Alan, he's also into these old model kits. He actually had a really good idea. Alan, I think I want to use your idea. He was thinking about putting the letters in glow-in-the-dark paint. That way they would stand out a little bit. You can see the mast, how it's going to look. Again, a lot like the SS United States, or the radar antenna. Moving on, you can see we're going to put the bridge on. And you can see the structure that's going to go on the inside, so people will be able to walk along the promenade deck. You can see there's a cargo hatch that's going to go in the back where the theater is. Moving on to step 6, we're going to put on all the lifeboats. Ah, okay, that's what that piece was for. So all the lifeboats are on the davits already, and they're going to go on. The smaller boats, actually the davits are going to be separate, and we'll do it that way. Maybe we'll use some of the string to support the boats. And the same on the other side. Incidentally, I think we're missing a piece because there's supposed to be 2 of these, and there's only 1. So that's unfortunate. Moving on to step 7, you can see we're going to put the cargo winches. Let's see, the king post as well, and a jackstaff, and the cargo booms. On to step 8, you can see we're going to do the left cargo winches and the right cargo winches, the ensign staff, and the cargo booms. Now these are going to go in the back by the theater, and I'm wondering how to paint that. I don't know if we would paint it black or we would paint the panels blue. I'm not quite sure, because obviously we can't light it. And moving on to step 9, you can see we're going to bring everything kind of together, and it's going to go on the stand, and you can see the bilge keels going on as long as, along with the stabilizer fins or wings. And we're putting on the anchors, all 3 of them, and you can see the decal going on and on the back, as well as the flags. And lastly, we're going to be doing the rigging, and I love the fact that it includes the rigging. You can see how the mast and the radar tower is going to look. And it's going to go to the king post down to the bow, and you can see the ones going along the smoke funnels and in the back. If you wish to rig your model with a fine black linen thread, you must use extreme care when rigging as to not to mar the finish of your model. Where there is no place to tie a line, to use a drop of cement to anchor the line in position. The funnels must be cemented in place if model is to be rigged. And you can see there is a part list. And those are the instructions. The instructions are in pretty good condition. And I did show you the instruction sheet as well as the welcome letter that would have been in the box. And that's everything that I can see. Again, I can't take this out because the seller duct taped everything together, and I can't believe that they would. It looks like a game board was ripped in half and then taped on the inside of this. Now, those of you that follow my channel, you know that I love showing you rare models, and this model kit is extremely rare. And to take something like that and then just duct tape the hell out of it and put game boards in the top, if they were trying to go with the box not being crushed, wouldn't it make more sense to put it all on the outside and not tape it to the box? Again, I can't believe that they did that. And again, I very much doubt there's anything in here, but I can't get under there to see. Let me try to shake it and see if we hear anything. No, there doesn't sound like there's anything in there. Again, I can't believe they did that. This model kit is rare enough, and you can see there's just tape all over it. And I'm not even going to attempt. As soon as I pull it off, all of the printing is going to come off. Again, I don't see a scale. I want to say 450 scale, but it doesn't really say it. In any event, my friends, this is the SS France. This is the model kit, the original model kit. The molds would end up going on and be sold, but this is the one that started it all. Much like the SS United States, the Ideal Toy Corporation, and that one actually lit up. And I'm going to be doing a reboot on that one, because I've got a better camera now and I'll be able to show you the parts in a lot more detail. But this is unfortunate. Of course, this was not in the listing, as this wasn't in the listing. And there's actually a missing part. Let me show you guys. Unless it was on the parts tree and I missed it. Yeah, I just missed it. There, it is there. Okay. All right, so that is there. So from what I can see, the parts are all there, but again, this is a gross paint job. Let's see, how is this going to go on? You can see it's going to go like this. See where the holes line up? So that's how it's going to go on to the bow section. Just like that. And it's really too bad because, like I said, they didn't say it was started. Not that it's the end of the world. I'm wondering if I can use paint remover to take this off. Those of you that follow my channel, I did rescue a Revell 1954 SS United States model kit, and it had been started. I was able to soak it in warm water, and the glue actually broke. We were able to get all the pieces apart, and I actually did that model, and I did a whole build series on that if you're interested. But with this thing, we'll do the same thing. We're going to paint the hull, and we're going to make her look like she was as the France. I did kick around the idea of using the one that I showed you guys that's already built, of making that into a different ship, like, you know, maybe the Blue Lady. But I think we're going to stick with the SS France. Again, you can see where we're going to open it up to light the hull. So, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this little video where we actually got a chance, because we don't see this model kit around very often. And the one that I showed you was already built, and I don't think the person realized that it was the actual Ideal Toy Corporation one. Again, this thing weighs a ton. I can't believe that they put the tape in here like that. I'm just blown away that they would do that. And totally ruining everything. I guess he's not a model collector. But anyway, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. Eventually we'll get around to building the ship. We've got so many projects going on right now. But my friends, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this model. And like I said, I'll be doing the Ideal Toy Corporation, the SS United States, again soon. So my friends, I thank you so much for watching. Until my next vintage model, I'll talk to you soon.